part 7 of becoming Episcopalian. Eventually, my mental health again took a tank. I made a few more choices that led me into psychiatric hospitals. Eventually, the girlfriend I mentioned before, she broke up with me because of my mental health, and I just went on a complete downward spiral, and I was trying to make sense of the life that I was leading, and the dissonance of like wanting to be in this what I thought was a good Christian community full of like loving people, and yet choose to not be gay because I just never really understood why homosexuality was a big deal in evangelical Christianity. And to this day, no one has ever been able to give me a clear reason why it's that big of a deal. God created humanity. We are sinners because of original sin. So everyone messes up because of original sin. But Xenos would tell me is that homosexuality was a byproduct of the fallen state of the earth. So was colorblindness, so was blindness in general, so was deafness, so was anything that was abnormal from the human experience was a result of a fall. And I just want people to understand what that feels like listening to that. My existence, my reality as a gay man is a byproduct for how messed up this world is. It's not, I like just imagine hearing that as a young person and hearing that your very existence is an accident, is a mistake, is something that God didn't mean to do. And you still have this attraction, you still have this like way of living that you have to figure out, but you just have to go against it, even though it's the most natural thing for me to be gay. I look at a man and I can just automatically think of how attractive he is, not in just attractive. The same way that a man might be walking down the street and looking at a woman and think she's attractive, I can be walking down the street, look at a man and think he's attractive. But it's okay for the man to look at a woman and think she's attractive because you're honoring God's beauty. But if I look at a man and think he's attractive, oh, sorry, that's disordered, and you have to fight against that, or you have to pray against that. And guess what? We fight against it. We pray against it. We do everything to go against the homosexual desire in our nature, and it's still there. I talked to plenty of ex-gay men, and they all said the same thing, that they still find men attractive. They might find their wives attractive, but they still find men attractive. So it doesn't work.